go. Welcome to part one of what is hopefully going to be a series called Answer the Public. So essentially, I go to Google, I get the questions, and I answer them.
If you've come here looking for answers, you've come to the right place.
Question one, how are land rates calculated? Land rates or land tax rates are set by the county government and are payable to the county government as and when they fall due. The rate varies depending on the specific county. Nairobi, which is the highest, has a rate of 8%. So when we're talking about 8%, it is 8% of the value of the land. Land rates depend on the size of the parcel of land and the location of the parcel of land, and most agricultural land is exempt.
It's gotten too complicated.
Let's talk about land rent. Land rent is payable on parcels of land that are leasehold. They are payable to the Ministry of Lands. They are charged annually for the duration of the lease and are agreed upon beforehand. Upon payment of your land rent, you will get a land rent clearance certificate. Upon payment of your land rates, you will get a land rates clearance certificate. The clearance certificate is conclusive evidence that you have complied with all of your obligations according to the Land Act when it comes to matters of payment of land rent or payment of land rates.
I think you're getting a little too complicated.
Question two, how is land measured in Kenya?
You have to measure it first.
Pointy. There are these things called points.
We said don't measure it!
Never mind. How is land measured in Kenya? Land in Kenya is measured in acres and hectares. If you want to find out the size of a parcel of land, I heavily recommend procuring the services of a surveyor to tell you exactly what size of parcel of land you're looking at. I would not recommend blindly trusting what is said on the title deed because it has been known to have errors in some instances. If you would like to know the size of the parcel of land you have or are contemplating to buy, there are three places you can check. The first one is the land title deed. The second one is the land mutation. And the third one is the registry index map. These are the different places where you'll be able to verify the size of the parcel of land. How do I know who owns which land?
Well, it's all mine! What about that?
For you to identify the ownership of a parcel of land, you need to conduct a search in the lands registry so that you can find out who owns that particular piece of land. Why is land important?
And why? What does it matter to you anyway?
Land is a factor of production. If you know, you know. No, but okay.
I know what it means.
What does it mean?
Can you lease land in Kenya? Definitely yes. As a private owner of a parcel of land, you're able to lease it out at whatever terms you negotiate with the potential leasee.
The good news is you're about to make a lot of money.
Can rights in land be restricted? Where's my more Kenya? Can rights in land be restricted? Yes, primarily in three instances. The first instance is if a caveat is applied. So you would apply a caveat at the registry, essentially communicating to the registry that there is an issue with this particular parcel of land. It should not be transacted on. That is the function of a caveat. That is the first point at which you can control the rights in that particular parcel of land. The second point is at the Land Control Board or LCB consent point, where you're trying to gain the consent of the Land Control Board for a transaction on that piece of land to be able to proceed to the next level. At this point, if you have particular issues or concerns around a piece of land, you are able to attend the Land Control Board meeting and you're able to raise the issues that you have and stop the transmission of this parcel of land from one owner to the next owner. The third control point is specific to people in a marriage union, wherein you need spousal consent for land to be able to be transacted. If you do not have spousal consent, then despite the fact that the land is in your name only, you may not be able to transmit that particular parcel of land because your spouse may be viewed as a quote-unquote contributor to the rights in that parcel of land. So for you to be able to transact in that parcel of land, you need the spousal consent. And that is the third critical control point when it comes to limiting the rights in a piece of land. Bam.
I think I understand.